The next thing I need to do is actually apply it to the face of the document because it doesn't do much sitting here in my component file. Now, we're in a table. I want you to know, even though we're in a table, you can apply a repeat to different areas of your document around an entire paragraph or inside an actual paragraph. So I'm going to select my table. I'll click Repeat Field at my HotDocs ribbon. I'll click on my drop down to choose my dialog, and then I'll click OK. And voila, I've applied my repeat. Just because I want to test this one small section of the document, I'm just going to select this text, and then I'm going to click Test Assemble. I have my dialog here. Remember, their age isn't going to fill in. We haven't done that yet. And then if I look at document preview, voila, I get all of their names. And HotDocs just keeps adding rows for as many people as I add. If I remove someone, it takes it out of the actual table in the preview. Same with arranging them in a different order. And so you have buttons here for insert, delete repetition, and move a repetition up and down. You also have it for sorting your spreadsheet. Now, as far as talking a little bit about how you might apply the repeat around other aspects of your document, because I know some people are very, very visual. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to look for an area in the document where we have, I just have to find it. Here we go. It's down below. Where we have the actual spouse's, the attorney information. Maybe the spouse has more than one attorney. So if I don't know this document well, I can check to see what dialogue this is used in. I can type attorney here and see it there. I can easily turn this into a spreadsheet. And I'll kind of give you an idea. See how you get more fields here, and if it doesn't have a prompt, it doesn't show anything. The reason I want to do this is I want to just show you how you can apply it in the middle of a document. So if I select this section, you'll see here that what I want to have happen is I want it to list the first attorney and then maybe have a comma, maybe the word and the second attorney or third. So I would select the text I want to repeat, similar to working with ifs or conditional logic. I'd click on the repeat button again. I'll choose my dialog, spouse attorney information, and here's the kicker. When you're working with text in the middle of a paragraph, you want to choose a format. The format tells HotDocs when there is more than one item. Instead of just having hard returns between the items, each attorney or each attorney's block, maybe have commas, maybe have the word and. That's what your format is for. Similar to the formats that you have on each individual variable. So I'll choose this one to just give you an idea of what this looks like. We'll select that. Of course, we'd have to change the word has, but we're not going to worry about that yet. We'll talk about those types of things in the computations. Oops, I'm not highlighting well today, am I? There we go. We'll click Test Assemble. We'll say that we get Jack Smith, since that's what I'm typing, 111 Main Street, or 1111 Main Street. And we'll do Joanne King. And normally we know that these would be from the same law firm, but we are just going to show you different ones for kicks and giggles. And here we go for document preview. Oh, I forgot the zip code. Oh, I haven't filled out the spouse information. Let me put this in here. So you can see that we have this information now printing in the document. And it looks like, this shouldn't be the spouse's zip code. That's actually wrong. So when I notice that, I would go through and make that change. But the idea is that you can see that it puts this here and it puts the and. Well, what if I get rid of one of the attorneys? I would come up here and say delete row, yes. And it just changes that. It just puts one and accommodates for that format, accommodates for one being there. And handling a variable that's not correct is pretty easy. You just double click. Instead of spouse zip, you want spouse attorney zip right there, and there it's fixed. All right. Now I'm not going to show you this. We don't have a really good example of it in the document, but to handle repeats around an entire paragraph, similar to if statements around conditional logic around an entire paragraph, you select the paragraph. You may have to select hard returns after the paragraph, depending on if you want hard returns, but that's what you would do, and then you would apply the actual repeat for those types of scenarios. I hope you enjoyed this video. You may want to watch, in addition, if you want to learn more about repeated series, how to make some edits and enhancements there, watch the video about that. If you want to learn more about enhancements to spreadsheet on the spreadsheet view, repeats, go ahead and watch the video on that, as well as watch the nested repeats and the actual repeats with a filter. So there's quite a few in this series. Thank you for your time.